Good morning, good afternoon to all our attendees today. My name is Clémence Croizan. I'm digital marketing specialist for ARO, a brand of Ingersoll. Welcome to our global ARO webinar for mining transfer operated by ARO pumps. Our goal today is that during this session, you will learn how ARO pumps can transform your mining applications, such as mud pumping, dewatering, solids evacuation, or chemical transfer. Our speakers today will be David Rosso, Sales Enablement Leader Latin America for 8 years at Ingersoll, along with Luis Giraldi, Latin America South Cone Distribution Sales Manager with 9 years at Ingersoll. Please use the Q&A function on the navigation bar at the bottom of your screen if you have any question. We will answer it during the presentation or right after if needed. I turn it over to my colleague, David.
Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for all of you. Welcome to our mining webinar. Thank you for being here with us. And we will have about 30 minutes talking about a general overview of what ARO can do for you in your applications in mining. I just opened my camera for an introduction for say hello. Luis, I don't know if you want to say hello to our people, and then I will close the camera for the presentation.
Yes, hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, welcome, and enjoy this webinar.
Okay, let me close here. Done. So let's go. Okay, what we're going to see is, as I said, a general overview about what are the challenges of pumps in mining industry, and they will be focused on challenges that ARO can cover, not the general challenges on mining. Then we are going to see which are the pumps that can be used in mining industry, how can they help the process or the applications, and then we are going to see some success stories that we have had during the time. Okay, which are the challenges? There may be no other industry in the world more demanding than the mining industry. The velocity required, the processes are so demanding, and the duties are so extreme. Temperatures, level over the sea. For example, we may have temperatures over 40, almost 50 Celsius degrees in Africa. But if we go to Canada, there will be negative 45 Celsius degree below zero. Or maybe sometimes when they're working on mountains, I'm sorry, we have had some applications over 4,400 meters over the sea level. So it's so demanding. Also, it's common in several fluids mines have solids when they're drilling, when they're dewatering, almost always there will be solids, or there will be heavy slurries in the application. In addition, it is usual that the fluids and these fluids or these slurries may be abrasive and or corrosive. And in the other hand, the mobile equipment in mining, they need to be ready 100% of the time. Any equipment, in mining that won't be available, it will be cost increases, it will be spending or wasting the money, or wasting or reducing the productivity of the mine. So having in mind that, we are going to see what ARO can do for the application where ARO can be applied. Using ARO with your mining demands is a smart choice. Okay, what can we do, or what does ARO offer? for mining industry. The first thing that you must have in mind is that our pumps are robust and reliable. It will answer the challenge of the level of the duty, how demanding is the duty, and also that the pumps will be reliable when they will be needed. ARO pneumatic diaphragm pumps and EVO series pumps offer a really broad range of materials configuration that will be able to pump low and medium viscosity. And when we're talking about low and medium viscosity, we are talking about almost 50,000 centipoises, more or less, depending on the length of the discharge, or depending on the diameter of the pipe. It may vary between 30,000 and 50,000 centipoises. But also our AODs, as we call the diaphragm pumps, may be moved some suspended solids, whether they are abrasive and or corrosive. It will depend on the material configuration of the pumps. Also, in a portfolio, we have the piston pumps. They are the best solutions for mining, trucking, equipment shops. They are ready to deliver right lubrication rate for more demanding application. That is also interesting. When we are talking about the truck shops, when they are changing the oils, the grease, the lubricants for the equipment, what is needed? The shortest time and the right rate of lubricant. There are many pumps on the market that can do it, but which are the best pump for doing reliability? Our AFX pumps, AFX piston pumps. So we can deliver the right lubricants needed in the truck shops. Also, our piston pumps can be used for high pressure washing processes. It's usual that the equipment on the mines be really dirty. The dust is so high. However, it will be open ceiling or on the ground mine. It's needed to clean really frequently all the equipment. So we can use the piston pumps for so. And I guess, and it's my personal opinion, the watering is one of the most demanding activities to be safe on the mining activities. And we can see here, we selected some real interesting picture and images of a pump just submerged into a slurry, pumping it out, or also the water system that we have available to be connected in different of our pumps. So maybe it can be connected to our Pro series pump or EXP series pump. What can our AOD pumps do? They are mainly used and really suitable for transferring processes. Our diaphragm pumps, they can be metallic or non-metallic with different internal materials that can cover about 95% of the different fluids to be transferred on mining. There are not too much fluids and not usual fluids that wouldn't be able to be transferred with ARO AOD pumps. They can move highly corrosive fluids. They are portable. That's so interesting. And one of the most interesting things is that in any mine, you will always find compressed air. So you can make a dolly, put the AOD, the pneumatic diaphragm pumps over the dolly and move it everywhere you need it. They are able to move low abrasive fluids, and also depending on the size of the pump, our pumps can move suspended solids. Which are the main applications for them? Chemical transfers and supply, wastewater treatment, maybe filling the filter presses. It's a possible application. Acid bath and mined products processing operations, or already said, press filters, mine chemical dirty, and high flow double diaphragm pumps that allow fluids to be received from the tanker vehicle for supplier and storage tanks. Other possible application is if there is a dosing skid, there is needed to fill or to supply the fluid into the tanks that will be used in the dosing process, or pumps can be filled and can be used for so. Here, I'm sorry, we can see the range that we have. We have pumps from 1 inch to 3 inches, metallic and non-metallic. And recently we launched the band clamp pump. We currently have this pump just only in 2 inches aluminum band clamp pump. And what we did, why we did it because there is sometimes that the pump is needed to be cleaned really frequently. The big difference that we offer with this pump, besides other options in the market, is that our clamps has the heritage of our FDA or sanitary pumps. They may be opened several times, maybe more than 4 or 5 times that can be opened our competitors' ones without any damages. We are offering these clamps in stainless steel, really for so, because it is so important that if you are going to open and close the pumps, you can be sure that the clamp at the end of the time won't be leaking the fluid. This is so important for that. Hey, Luis, you have a really good experience about piston pumps. I want to highlight Luis. Before being involved in sales management, he used to be our specialist for piston pumps in Latin America. So I will let Luis talking about our piston pumps application in mining. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, David. Piston pumps are very used for applications when it's needed higher pressures. So we can use both with higher viscosities fluids. For example, grease. It's very heavy fluid used in these truck shops. For example, we use piston pumps mainly for truck shops into mining operation, so we can manage these heavy fluids. For example, grease to grease itself all the equipments into the shop that goes for maintenance. Another application is for oil, heavy oil, all kinds of oil, motor oil, transmission, all the fluids. Normally, these fluids are outside the shop, I mean, long distances due to safety, to explosion and fire risk. So we have longer distances than normal to run these fluids from the tanks to the shop so they can do the maintenance accordingly. So using a piston pump that can achieve higher pressures, we can transfer these fluids, oil or grease, to the maintenance shop and into the equipment itself. It's a very robust pump. We have this AFX piston pump. I mean, we're talking about a pump that can multiply the pressure used in your system. I mean, for example, a pump 50-to-1 ratio that is normally used for grease. We can basically multiply 50 times the pressure, the air pressure for the fluid. I mean, the fluid will have higher pressure than normal as a diaphragm pump. Another application, very interesting, it's washing pressure or high pressure washing for cleaning the equipment. Frequently, we need to clean and maintenance this equipment, so we can use the piston pump with water and chemicals, detergents, and so to clean this equipment. The advantages, we are using with water a pneumatic equipment instead of electrical equipment. This can be a requirement on many industries, not only in mining, to use pneumatic versus electric equipment. So our pump is very, very robust, lasts several years, and with low maintenance, and it's very, very reliable. So David, you can continue.
Yeah, thank you, Luis. Okay, in the other application that we can where we can use our aero pumps is the watering. As I said before, maybe starting this webinar, I said, in my opinion, is one of the most demanding application for some pumps. Of course, there are other technologies that can be used, but the most reliable and the one that can last more with a lower maintenance needed, with lower maintenance cost, are the aero diaphragm pumps. What we offer, high flow capacities up to a little bit more than 200 gallons per minute, or a little bit more than 800 liters per minute. They allow small solids to pass through the pumps. And one interesting thing is that we have the option, of course, a common AUD pumps, pneumatic diaphragm pumps can be used, but we have the pit boss, which are the ones that you are seeing on these pictures. They have a mesh here that will limit the size of the solids that can pass through the pump, so you can be sure that there won't be any blocked, or there won't be any piece or solid that could stop the pump or stop the process. Of course, they are powered by compressed air, and they are safe and explosion proof. This is so interesting, because when we are talking about underground mining, which is common in many locations around the world, the current regulations are demanding explosion proof equipment. If we think about any electrical option, they will be really, really expensive. And our pumps, of course, they have the ADEX certificate, but they are intrinsically the safe explosion proof. I already talked about the removable suction grill. Of course, it can be removed. Their exhaust with check valve allows the pump to be completely submerged. That's so interesting, because the design of the exhaust allows the pump can be submerged in any water or any slurry where it will be working. The unbalanced air valve will be ensured that the pump won't stop working by itself. One of the common situations that can be suffered with the pneumatic diaphragm pumps is the stalling. The pumps may stop working at any moment when there is a stalling in the air valve. In any of the aero pneumatic diaphragm pumps, it will never happen. Integrated base allows to distribute the weight of the equipment and accommodate it in wet and unstable terrain. That's so interesting, because when you see working a pneumatic diaphragm pump, the vibration will depend on the speed of the pump. Our pumps have a really good base that will reduce the chance for the pump to drop or to fall into the wrong position. We also have the automatic dewatering system. I already showed it before, and also I already said ADEX certification, where it can be used when we are in concrete wall support transfer pump, mud and muck pumping, drift with watering, mine chemical transfer and supply, solids and semi-solids evacuation, driller smooth, sump transfer pumps, and main phase and nuisance dewatering. Other kind of pumps that we have, and it's not common and not too many people know about them, are the centrifugal pneumatic pumps. We have them for basically the same application, the watering, but the advantage is that if the space where the mold or the slurry or the sewage is contained, is small, the space is small, we can 100% submerge the pump into the wells or into the fluid container, and they will work centrifugally really easy. We can achieve flows of about almost 900 liters per minute. It's about 237 gallons per minute. The design is really simple, handled a wide variety of diverse land application. That's it about our centrifugal pneumatic pumps. We will see in the more 10 minutes that we have some success stories that we have had around the globe. The first of them is a large company near Birmingham in Alabama several years ago. The customer had some situations that were solved by our ARO pumps, and in this case, our Pro Series pump, a pump 2 inches, aluminum Santoprene pump through the mining dewatering application. We already saw some of these samples. Rainwater and slurry collects in low points throughout the area and is transferred by the 2 inches pump. That's it. Just take the rainwater and the slurries and move it to a safe area, which are the advantage that were the trigger for the customer decide using the ARO pump. On balance, the air motor provide continuous service under varying condition. Pump designs allows for quick and economical rebuilds, runs continually through varying duty cycles, dry runs, submerged, etc., and the suction lift is harsh in harsh environments. Other interesting story, in this case, in a coal mine in China, the pumps were used for discharge of sewage. In the coal mining, the company was using electrical pumps for underground dewatering with the risk of explosion. As they were needing to improve the process to make it safer, they start trying to find an pneumatic diaphragm pump supplier. We start competing with local supplier, and we won this opportunity. And why we won? Basically, the reliability of our pumps facing the competitors. In this case, the customer start using 1 inch pump, Pro Series, 2 inch pumps, Pro Series, aluminum Santoprene, exactly the same configuration as the before. And basically, the reason because they decided for using ARO was the total cost of ownership of the pump. And actually, this is the summary of our value proposition. When you are using ARO pumps, you can be sure that you are having the lower total cost of ownership of the pumps. In the same mine, after they saw the results, they decided to switch from an electrical painting system, a huge one, for painting some devices and locations in the tunnel of the underground mine. They decided to switch this equipment for a 1 inch pneumatic diaphragm pump. What was the reason? Reliability, lower cost of maintenance, and simplicity of the equipment for the painting process. Other sample that we have in a copper mining in Chile is the application of our piston pumps. We had a partner that used to build the trucks for servicing the non-mobile equipment. It's so important that we were talking before about the equipment that goes to the truck shop, but as all of you know, in mining we have a statical equipment that is needed to be working 100% of the time, and they need to be lubricated in situ. So they make the trucks, the service trucks, and they use our pumps for so. And actually, when I was talking about the usage of equipment over 4,400 meters above the sea level, this is one of the samples. Chile has really high minings in the mountains. The other one, it's so interesting in Colombia, where I'm based out in Colombia with the SAP, our channel, one of our channel partners here. They designed a system with up to 4 pumps connected in series with no dewatering pools. The underground coal mines here in Colombia, they have really small tunnels. They have about between 100 and 400 length meters with an inclination of up to 45 degrees. And they designed a connected series for the dewatering the mine. Here you can see this is one of the tests that they did during the design to see how the pump could be solving the situation. Other of the really interesting situation, it was a company in India which was operating underground and open ceiling mines, and they decided to choose the pit boss pump, replacing another local manufacturer just for the watering. It was so interesting because the application was racing and wincing, and basically they were the process when they were drilling from the tunnel or from the surface for ventilation of the mine, and they were having problems taking out the water, the slurry with the solids, and they evaluated the option with the piston pump, the pit boss pump, and they decided to replace all in all the mines that they operated. There are about 14 mines that they may be operating. They replaced all the pumps for ARO pumps. Where it were needed, they decided for pit boss, and when it were needed, they decided for normal common pneumatic diaphragm pump. So this is the information that we had for today. We have 2 to 5 minutes for some question. If any of you may have any question, you can raise your hand, open the microphone, or use your Q&A chat for any question. If you want to contact us, you can go to our website, aerozone.com, or you can use these QR codes for visiting our website, for contact us, or for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Is there any question for someone? If no question, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your interest. Review your processes. Review where ARO can support you. Where we can help you improving the processes, reducing the cost, improving the productivity, and contact our local suppliers or local distributors, and we will be happy and glad to help you.
Yeah, thank you, David, and thank you, Luis. Thank you for attending the ARO webinar today. If there is no question, we are going to close the webinar. As David said, you can scan the QR codes here to visit our website to learn more, complete our contact form to have someone contacting you, or you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to rewatch this presentation and other videos from ARO. We have both webinar recordings, but we have also some product videos on the channel. Thanks again, and have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.